How do I say goodbye to what we had? Look at that. The good times that made us laugh. All right, I ain't gonna sing the whole song. Y'all get the gist of what I'm talking about. Look at that view. Gotta say goodbye to it though. This is the last day. Gotta say goodbye. I'm telling you, man, what a way. What an ending. This is how you end a wonderful 6-day cruise with a sun, the weather, calm seas. Man, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it about 30 seconds to a minute. Let the people that want to get in get in. So while we're waiting on them, you already know what I'm gonna say. I've been saying it all week. So what makes the day different? Like, share, subscribe. Man, what a fantastic week. I'm trying to tell you guys, man, this is what a vacation is all about. I'm not saying it just to be saying it. I showed it to you the entire week. I lived it. I loved it. And we laughed all the way through. Okay? So this is my reflection of Allure of the Seas. This has to be, if not the best, one of the best cruises that we've been on. And I'm not saying that I'm not blowing sunshine. If you know me, you know me. You know I keep it 100. This is Ready for All Travel. We tell it like it is. We're not that cookie cutter. 10 reasons why, 5 reasons why, look at this and all of that stuff. That's not us. You guys know what we all about here. That's why you come back. Like, share, and subscribe, though. I need you to share this information. I need you to share it. I need you to subscribe and leave a comment. You know, I'm getting a lot of great comments and stuff, but I and I picked up quite a handful of new subscribers. So everybody that has sub, thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. Everybody who's jacklegging the information and not subbing, shame on you. But anyway, I digress. This is going to be my reflection. It's not going to be long because you've seen most of it. I talked about a lot of stuff. The videos are coming. The ones out on the excursions will be coming as soon as we get back home. We'll be home in a couple more days. And then I got to edit everything and put it all together in a nice, neat package. And then you'll get to see what I talked about this entire week while, you know, in the stateroom or whatever, or on location when I was going live like we're doing right now. Okay, so let's reflect. Let's reflect. The embarkation was easy, seamless, like it always is. You know, let me take it back. We was stuck in traffic for about an hour and a half because they had like 5, I think, cruise ships that came in at the same time, that were in, and people was trying to get to their cruise ships at the same time. So it was a massive traffic jam. Okay. The only recommendation that I can see for that is going to the cruise compass or whoever you're cruising with, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and you could pull up that pier and see how many ships are in at that particular time, will be in at that particular time, because you can foreshadow. So you can see how many are going to be in, and then that way that you'll be able to kind of manage your embarkation a little bit better than, like I said, we didn't know. I didn't have a clue. So we have picked our time to be on the ship at 1:30. Now, mind you, we left at 11:45 because something just said, let's get on as fast as we can and then just walk around and chill. Even though our scheduled time was 1:30, okay? We didn't get on board till 2 o'clock. So that shows you how much time we were stuck in traffic, okay? When the Uber driver picked us up at the At the hotel, it was 1:45 ish, and we were stuck in traffic until 1:50 because we didn't actually get on the ship till like 2:05, something like that. It's crazy. So my advice would be to take a look at the pier and see how many cruise ships are going to be there at that particular time, and then adjust accordingly. The earlier you can book it, the better off you would be because people, tend to not. I'm not gonna say take their time because people tend to be more slower because they're on vacation, so they're, you know, they're relaxed. They're not really in a rush. Well, if everybody, because on the average, each cruise ship is about 3,000, 4,000 people. Now multiply that by 5 ships. You see how that traffic can get backed up real fast? So embarkation that's normally seamless and easy. Now when we got to the ship, that process was easy, not a big deal. It was getting to the ship was the problem. And it wasn't nobody's fault. It was just that everybody was going at the same time. Okay, so that was the only issue that we had with that. So my recommendation, like I said a few minutes ago, try your best to plan accordingly. I'm just trying my luck for a change for my next win. What? I can't, hold on, let me pull, give me 1 second, guys. Somebody just sitting. I'm just trying my luck for a chance for my next win at this tournament. I am very proud and happy, and I am happy to see the best player in the world. All right. I have no idea what that means, but okay, cool. Awesome. That's what's up. Thank you very much. I guess, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Thank you, though. Like, share, subscribe, though. Make sure you do that. Do that, and then you'll win some stuff, too. Okay? Like my appreciation. I don't get that out to everybody. Okay? So like, share, and subscribe. But thank you for your comment. Anyway. So, when we got on board, this typical, wait for your luggage, drop your luggage off, get a bite to eat, get settled, get situated, check your, go down to guest service and make sure you got your money situated and everything on your key card, the whole stuff, the whole 9 yards, yada, yada, yada. We talked about that. We know about that. Okay, so the sail away party, you saw that. I went live. The internet was jumping in and out, but like I said, it was great times. Everybody was just so happy and joyous and high-fiving, and it's an international cruise ship. Okay, so you have people from all around the world, and you get a chance to meet people and, find out where they're from, and, ask questions. Don't be reclusive, talk to people. Open your mouth. Smile. Don't be so afraid. So that's how it was. Okay, so first spot we pulled into was Nassau. We talked about the situation that was going on over there. Like I say, condolences. Well, no one passed, fortunately, but it's still a lot of rebuilding that they got to do over in Nassau, just like in Jamaica. Now, my heart goes out to Jamaica. That's my home away from home. I love Jamaica. Okay, but I got good friends from Jamaica. My heart goes out to the ones that was affected from the hurricane. They're rebuilding also, Jamaica strong, stuff like that. So it's all good. But Nassau was nice. The foods was great. The experience was great. The only thing about Nassau, and like I say, these aren't bad things. These are just what I've noticed. A lot of the excursions are pretty much the same excursions with a subtle twist to them. Like case in point, I'll give you one example because I'm not going to harp on it because it still was a great excursion, okay? Let's say you want to go to the Queen's Staircase, okay, and they charge a certain amount of money to go to the Queen's Staircase. Well, when you go to the Queen's Staircase, you're going to stop by point A, point B, and point C to get to the Queen's Staircase. And it's going to be a great experience. Okay, so then let's say you go back, months later, years later, you go back and you take excursion B and you're thinking, okay, there's no need to go to the Queen's Staircase because you was there already. So you want to go to a food tasting. Okay, so when you're en route to the food tasting venue, guess where you're going to stop by? Queen Staircase, and the other two joints. You see, so you end up just riding around the island and stuff like that. Still a great time. Okay, that's my only hiccup about that is that regardless of the excursion that you select, you're going to really encompass all of them in one shot. So the price is going to be different and the route may be different, but eventually you're going to see everything. So when we go back to Nassau, because it's not an if, it's a when, we're not going to take an excursion. We're just going to walk around adjacent to the ship because right outside of the gate is like that little downtown area where you can walk around, you can get some food and everything, and then just as long as you get back on the ship within time, because we're not planning on getting in nobody's vehicle. We're just going to walk around that area, chill out on the a bench, maybe eat some ice cream or something like that, and just relax because we done been on all the excursions in Nassau. So that's my only little hiccup about Nassau, Bahamas, because we now hold on, my bad. The dolphin experience in Blue Lagoon, that was amazing, and that has nothing to do with the mainland. You actually get on a little ferry boat and they take you to the lagoon, and I recommend that. Now that was fun. Go back and watch my video on that. You'll see us, last week splashing with the dolphins and stuff like that. That was cool. Okay, that was fun. So everything I said before include the dolphin tour because they got a dolphin swim and a dolphin encounter. We did the encounter versus the swim, but you can do either one. Cool. I think the swim you get free lunch. The encounter you got to either buy it while you're there or bring something. All right. So Bahamas, of course, nice. So we left Nassau, and then we had a fun day at sea. You saw all of that. That's why I'm not recording topside because you've seen all of that already when I went live. Fun day at sea was great. It was cool. Then we pulled into Puerto Maya, Mexico, if I said it right. You're going to see the video on that as well. Nice time, great, awesome people. Then we left there and then we pulled into Cozumel. I just did the video on Cozumel the other day, so you guys already heard. If you like, share, subscribe, you got that as well for Cozumel. And we left there yesterday, and today is the worst day for me. Okay? And the reason why I say it's the worst day, because it's the last and final official day. It's the fun day at sea heading back to Fort Lauderdale. And it's like I said, it's bittersweet because all of the fun that you had throughout the week, my family members can attest because I'm texting them, sending them pictures and stuff like that. And those thumbnails are actual photos from the cruise, this cruise. So you're seeing all of that at the same time. And it's bittersweet because, for one, we got to pack up everything. I told you our packing skills are horrible. Okay, so don't take like 10 things. I told you, cookie cutter. Remember I was telling you about the cookie cutters all week. 10 things you should pack. 5 things you should leave behind and stuff like that. Man, this Ready4AllTravel. It's hit or miss, okay? So there, like I told you, very seldom will you see me do stuff like that because I'm just going to give it to you raw and uncut. And eight travel ideas that no, just pack your bags, bring some jewelry, get you some wet shoes, okay? Because if you're going to go out on the beach and stuff, I got tender feet, okay? I got tender feet. I put on my wet shoes and then I go out into the ocean, and because I want to feel, I don't want them to jump up and bite me. So I got tender feet. So like I said, you'll never see me do 8 things you should try. No, like I told you before, when we first started cruising, we had 5 bags. We trimmed it down to 4 bags. Now we down to 3 bags, okay? Even though we got 3 bags, we still packed too much stuff. Because I think what we ended up doing was we condensed everything from 4 bags and squeezed it into 3 bags. So we still end up bringing a lot of stuff, okay? So that's to your own discretion. Okay, if you're a first-time cruiser, don't pack the house. Don't pack the house. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because I'm saying like this. You don't need 3 bathing suits. Okay, you need one. You don't need 3 swim trunks. You need one. Okay. Toiletries, of course, toothbrush and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, you know that. Okay. Um, if you're going on, if they have theme nights, okay, white night, like you're gonna see the video, white night, Caribbean night, and elegant night. So that was the 3 that we had. Okay, so obviously we had 3 different outfits for that. Then you got 2 sea days. Okay, if you want to switch them up, you don't want to wear the same thing on both sea days. And then you have your excursion. Well, your excursion. So that's 8 outfits right there. Okay, narrow that down to 5 because, like I say, your sea day you can wear that twice. Okay, I just broke it down for you guys. Then, you know, women. Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going there. Okay. So you know they got to have the makeup. They got to have. You know, some people like to wear wigs. Some people need nail polish. You know, so they're gonna already have more accessories than men. Okay. Now that's not a harp on them. That's just that they glam up, and then they supposed to. You know, that's what you know. So, like I said, we down to 3 bags, and there's still a lot of stuff that we end up bringing that we didn't use, like my laptop. I was planning on, you know, I ain't even opened it up. I just did everything from the phone. So did I really need my laptop? No. Will I be using my laptop on the way home? Yes, because we're taking the train back, and I have to get my paperwork and everything in order on the train ride. So that's why I told you that our vacation starts from the moment we leave the house to the moment we get back to the house, not the transit. So during the transit, we were able to relax, eat, have a nice little drink, and I could do all my paperwork at the same time and get ready for the work week. Okay, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to figure out what you need and what you don't need. It's hard. I no sugarcoating around it. Okay, it's hard. But what I will say is, take a look at what you got as far as your itinerary, and when you lay all of that stuff out on the bed, walk away from it, go back to it, and then purposely make yourself remove at least 1 or 2 items, and then you're good. Okay? Try to get 1 bag per person. For a female, they're gonna have a carry-on as well, so that's gonna be most of their cosmetics. Okay, so it is what it is. I'm still trying to figure it out too. But what you won't see from me is 10 reasons why you shouldn't pack toothpaste, 5 reasons why you need dental floss. No, you're not going to see all that from our channel. We keep it real on our page here, okay? It is what it is, and we're going to make it do what it do, our way, okay? Obviously, I need a shave, so I'm going to hit my barber up soon, you know, haircut and everything, as soon as I get back. Rob, what's up, man? Shouts out to Rob the barber. All right. Like I said, this is my reflection. What a week. What a week, man. Look at this. Look at this view right here. Look at that view. Man. Yeah. Resorts. Nah, man, you ain't gonna get this. 3 different vacation spots for the price of 1. Okay? 3 for 1. Yeah. Figure it out. Hit me up. I'm your travel agent. Ready4AllTravel. I'll take care of you. Like, share, subscribe. Now, excuse me. What was it? It was something that I was literally on the tip of my tongue. That it was on the tip of my tongue, and I lost it, guys. Oh, got it. See how it came back? Oh, I got it. It said right back in your head. Bam. Remember, if you go back, I did a video a long time ago. I said how you can win a free cruise, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, give me a round of applause. You know, comment in the comment section. This cruise right here won another free cruise. Yep, that's right. So we got to figure out which one we're going on in probably 6 months to a year. But yeah, we want another free cruise, just like that. Okay. Now I don't recommend it. I'm not going to tell you two guys do what we do. But if you do what we do, then you too may win a cruise. Okay? So if you're interested in finding out how we get a free cruise, how we continue, this is our third free cruise. And we just won one, so it'll make our fourth one. Okay? If you're interested, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll let you know from there. Okay? There's several different ways, but I'm gonna show you our way. I'm gonna tell you our way. I'm not gonna give it away free because you haven't liked, share, and subscribe. So why should I give it to you and you can't even click the button? And then you end up using and say, thanks, Richard, and you still not even part of the Ready family. Okay? So like, share, and subscribe, and I'll let you know how we do it. But yeah, we got another one. And I just left my first auction. Well, no, I take it back. I went to an auction before, Park West auction. I went to it on my last cruise, Oasis of the Seas. I was timid because that was my actual first auction, so I was just checking everything out, and it was pretty cool. I was getting more cultured, and I was understanding how the auction world works and different types of artists and stuff like that. So I got a complimentary ticket to go to the auction on Allure. And I jumped on it. I said, let me go check it out. I already knew I could record in there, so I just have to tell you guys about it. But the beauty of it is that I actually bid it on my very first piece of art. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I bought some art. I bought some art. Yes, I'm getting cultured. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? Pretty cool, actually. I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on it, but once it arrives to the house, because they have to ship it, everything that you do on the ship gets charged to your room. You settle up your bill, and I got to go back down there at 6 o'clock and finish out filling out my information, and then they'll ship the artwork to you, okay? But by it being my first time as a man, people was in there, there was some very high-priced art in there, like Picasso's. I kid you not. They were selling Picasso's from $8,000 up to $40,000. And the lady in front, shouts out to you, ma'am. She bought two. Okay, they live in large. Okay, I'm pretty sure they Pinnacle riders or whatever. But yeah, But I'm sitting behind them, and I'm like Fred Sanford on Sanford and Son. I'm like. I'm ducking behind. I put my paddle up, bring it back down. Like, yeah, never mind. I ain't got that much money. I ain't got nowhere near that money to spend on no piece of art. But when they was in my budget for the artwork that I did bid on, it was the first bid price. I threw my thing up, and like I said, I'm not gonna tell you what the price was. And that was like, cause it was 3 pieces. It was 4 pieces, and they said, you can either get all 4 or you can get 1 for this price. Or you can get all 4 for that price. So let's say this is not the price, okay? So let's say all 4, you pick the price, okay? You pick your price. So let's just say $1,000. Okay, now you could get that one art for $1,000, or you could get all 4 for the same price. You see, $4,000, not the same price. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Because y'all be tripping out sometimes, like y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, so you set the price, and then you can purchase all of them, or you can purchase just one for that price. If that makes sense to you. If it don't, well, I ain't gonna keep trying to explain it to you. So I threw my little thing up, and I yelled out my price. Well, he said the price, and I threw my card up for that price. And I'm looking around because I'm saying if somebody go higher than that, that's it for me. That's it. No. That's it. And lo and behold, he said, going once, going twice, sold to 257. That was my card number, 257. And he knew my name because I spoke to him earlier, let him know about Ready4AllTravel and what we do. And he was so, oh, okay, he took it down and he became another subscriber. So congratulations on him. Thank you for coming and tuning in to Ready for All Travel as well. Like I said before, it was an honor, it was a pleasure. And the lady, she was like, the one that bought the Picasso, she looked back at me at the end of the auction. She said, "Oh, you bid on something?" I said, "Yeah, but not a Picasso." And we just fell out laughing. And at the same time, she said, "Once you start, you become addicted." And I could see how it is. And she was like, "Congratulations." And the husband, he was like, "Yeah, it's addicting." He said, "Beware." And I was like, "Okay, well, thank you for the information." You know, like I said, they live in large, though. You know, they buying Picassos. Mine is not a Picasso, okay? So don't even think about breaking in and getting mine. It's nowhere near Picasso. It ain't even Picasso cousin, okay? But it's mine. And it's my first piece of art that I actually bidded on and won. So I'm very proud of that. Give me, yeah, I'm very proud of that. And so sometimes you have to get outside your comfort zone to realize there are things in this world that you may enjoy. And now I found out that I enjoy going to auctions. And hey, it's nice. It's fun. So that was where I just left from, and that's why I decided to go ahead and go live and share that little bit of information with you guys as well. Okay, so like I said before, I mean, oh, and I also won a bottle of champagne. I guess it was like, whoever, enthusiastic and everything. And I was enthusiastic. Like, hey, yeah, everybody clapping and having a good time. By me being I'm a rookie. You see, they awarded me with the bottle of champagne. So I was like, cool beans, awesome, man. So I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. Like I said, I'm learning something new, and you too. So everybody, to the new subs and the people that haven't been out on a cruise before, there is so much to do out here. It's not just about going to the beach. You can go to auctions. You can go to ice skating shows. You can go to musical plays like Mamma Mia. I'm going to take in Mamma Mia later on tonight. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can on that. I may go live again to save up some storage on my phone. But Mamma Mia, Blade, there's so many different types of shows that they have, and then the foods are there's. Oh, we ate great last night, by the way. There, we went back up to the Windjammer, and they had Mexican night. I guess that it was Mexican. We was in Mexico, so it was Mexican night. So we had enchiladas, we had tostadas, we had beans and rice, of course. Chimichangas. Yes, y'all. Ready now, my ready riders, they know that I would slap somebody mama for some chimichangas. And they were good too, boy. Ooh-wee. Were they good? Oh yeah, they were good. They were good. I ain't have to boo-boo or nothing. Boo-boo? No, it was good. I had a great, delicious French way. It was great. So with that being said, last night was fun. I ended up staying like way past my bedtime. I'm normally, when I'm at home because I'm working, I have to get up sometimes at 4 a.m. to be out the door by 5 a.m. to pick up my Ready Riders and stuff like that. I didn't get back to the room. We didn't get back to the room till 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we slept in a little bit, so we was up and at it around 11, but I still got the little bit of the bubblies in me. But not the BGs though. I don't have the BGs. Anybody know what the BGs is? Leave a comment at the bottom of what the BGs are for the other people. The people in the back that don't understand what BGs mean. I don't have it though. Funny. All right, so like I said, guys, I said I wasn't gonna be long, but we've been on here for a minute now. Like, share, subscribe. It's a bittersweet moment. Like I said, it's the last day. Like tomorrow, it's gonna be debarkation. That's simple. Oh, you gotta have your bags. If you want them to help you with your bags, you have to have your luggage out by 10 o'clock, and then they'll take them down to your muster station and all of that stuff, and then you guys leave. You leave the ship within your time. Like you got a 10 o'clock crew, 11 o'clock crew, an 8 o'clock crew, a 9 o'clock crew, and you leave within that group. and your luggage will be out front, and then you grab your luggage, hop in your Uber, airport please, blah blah. But we're going to a hotel because our train doesn't leave till tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday. I told you we enjoy our vacation. Okay, so the thing is that debarkation. I'm not going to record debarkation because debarkation is going to be just as hectic as embarkation was, and there's really nothing to do. You just have to experience some of this stuff on your own. If I told you everything, then why go on vacation? Make sense? So, it's bittersweet. Like I said before, it's bittersweet because it's the end. But it's not the end of the journey. It's just the end of this chapter. Okay? Because like I said, we won another free cruise. Leave a comment in the comment section if you want to know how to win a free cruise. Or I could, you have to book first, and then I can show you all the other stuff too. But within time, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. So I ain't gonna sing no more, but yeah. How do I say goodbye to what we had? So for the young people that don't know that song, look it up, okay? The good times that made us laugh. I don't know the whole, that's the part that I remember right now. But look at that view, man. How do I say goodbye to a view like this? Oh my God. Ready for all travel, baby. I'll make this dream a reality. Okay? Fun times, fun times. And as always, may your path be clear, your sails steady, and your ventures extraordinary. Okay? Allure the seas. What a rush. And from all of us at Ready4AllTravel, the AI generated news crew, me, of course, your travel agent, and the other people that make sure that all of the paperwork is always taken care of. From all of us at Ready4AllTravel, I hope you enjoyed this week of fantastic information and memories and fun. I'm looking forward to going back out again, and I will try to document like I did this time as well. I met some great people out here. Kwame and his family, for instance. The auctioneer guy, for instance. All the Italian people, everybody, man. It was fantastic. It was amazing. Okay? And like I say, I'm going to miss it, but I'm looking forward to the next one. Okay? And you too can have the same pleasure and experience as well. Okay? So once again, from all of us at Ready4AllTravel, love, peace, and respect. Peace.